Um, Good day, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about um, the task 5 of our Python course we have been undergoing 0x00 Python Hello World. So today we're going to be talking about some pressing issues, not really pressing issue, but some simple issues when it comes to strings and data. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, so in this we have covered all of this, and we are now in um number 5. We have done float, so you can check on those videos to get those sets through. So we're talking about print string, which is number 5, print string. So in this course we are going to complete the source code in order to print 3 times a string. So we are printing a string, a particular string. String are combination of characters together. So we are printing a string twice uh, in a variable called string. So the variable name should be string, like this, uh, so the variable name should be string. um, so that string is what we are manipulating, so followed by the its first 9 characters. uh, so when after printing these 3 times, then we are going to also print the same string, but this time around we are printing it with 3 characters, the first 9 characters of that string. So the output of the program should be 3 times the value of the string, followed by a new line, then followed by the 9 first character of the string. So we're actually doing 2 things here, followed by a new line. So 2 things we are doing. 3 times the value of the string, so we are going to repeat the string 3 times. Then we are going to pick part of that string, which is 9 part of the string. So we are asked that we are not allowed to use any loop or conditional statement, so it's just a simple print stuff we are going to do on the screen, but we are not allowed to use a loop to say, okay, if the string is this, want you to, if um, I is greater than 3, I want you to keep adding till is up to 2 or stuff like that. So we are not looping through any stuff, and we're not giving any condition. So your program should be maximum of 5 lines long. So all our code should be 5 lines, and that settles the issue. So we're going to start uh, without wasting much time. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this part of the code, 5 print string dot that. Then also going to copy this with the dash user, then bin, so which is very important, so we are going to be using that. So I'm going to go over to my code where we have our stuff running. So I'm going to clear this. So I'll go to where I have been working, um, like that, uh, like that. So I check. So these are what we have been doing throughout. So we want to go into the 5 part of it. So I'm just going to paste what we have there. Um, so uh, that's what we are looking for. So I'm gonna come over here and vim inside it like this, and that is it. So we have created a file with that name, 5-print underscore string py. So we are good to go. So what are we doing? We want to print a string 3 times, and I think an example was given to us for clarity, but before I go to that, I need to paste this. So because this is one of the first stuff. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I insert mode, then I'm going to paste that here. Okay, so that's settled. So we have that settled. So I'm coming. That part is settled already. So what next? um we need to go through the questions so we know what to do and we can do it properly. So just to be patient for this page to, because it takes time to do so. uh, so we have that loaded on the page. So that is cool. We are waiting. Okay, to number 5, like that. So we are in number 5, which is this. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a variable called str, which is the first thing we are going to do. Then we are going to set the value to, I think the string here is Haberton School. So that's this thing. So I'm just also gonna copy this out, so like that, and I'll go back to Temox where I have writing my code. So I'll just go over here. I put my str like that. So we're not using much of that. So str. So I'm gonna assign a value to it. So it's gonna be Haberton University. So I'm just gonna paste that there. Okay, then I close it like this because it's a string. So that part is settled. So we have set string to the value of Haberton University. Because it's a string, it needs to have a double quote, which have settled that aspect of it. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we want to print this on a screen, multiplying itself 3 times. So I will show you the two approaches, two ways you can approach this. The first way you can do that is using the um, let me show you. Print, then you call your bracket, then you can decide to use format to do that, or you might decide to call them and just execute it on the go, just like that. So the first one, let me use this method, string method, and multiply it. Let's see what's going to give us. So I'm just going to say str. I'm gonna put a box there. So this have picked everything inside as an array. It has taken each strings. With this I have selected the string as an array. So I'm not gonna write much in there, but you can just put dollar this and put d inside. Sorry, d is for decimal, string inside, just like that. So then I can just multiply it by 3, like that. Let's see if that is gonna work. So I'm gonna write and quit. So that's for number 5, right? So I'm gonna change the mode to something that we can execute. Ch mode u plus x, because we want to execute that. So like this. So let me put dot slash 5. Okay, let me see if that works. Okay, I think there is an error in there. The s is not defined, so let me remove the s in there, so not to complicate issues. uh, let me just remove the s there. Okay, like this. Let me see if this works for me. Okay, so I'm going to try that again. Okay, so I'm having errors. Okay, so I'll still go ahead to check that. Okay, what about if I put a column and a 0 in there? No, insert mode column 0, like that, and I'm just checking stuff out to see if they work. Okay, I think this works. So yeah, so instead of putting the 0 here, I can come over to this place, remove this, and put the 0 here like this. So I'm going to save and quit. Then I'm gonna execute this. So you can see we have the same output. Habaton school, yeah, that's the first one. Then Habaton starting from this point, Habaton school, like this. Then you still have another one again, Habaton uh, school. So I'll drag this to this other part. So you can see that we have that with a new line being fetched out. So that's for the first one. So you can do it this way. You can also you can see how I play with that to get to my final answer. Then finally we're told that we can still we should create another one with just how will I put it, with just the this thing in it there, just the first 9 letters or first 9 stuff they selected. So for you to be able to do that is also very simple. So you just get the string str like that, then your box, then inside it you select the first 9 and put a quote there. I think this is all we need to do there. So let's see if that works. Okay, so I'm just going to hit enter, right? Okay, so we have an issue here because the 9 is printing school, but that's not the first name letter. It only chopped off the first 9 letters, but we want to print the first 9 letters on the screen. So instead we are going to do the opposite of it. So instead of placing it the 9 before the quote here, this 9 before the semicolon here, so instead of that I'm going to remove this and replace it to this other part. So I'm going to put the 9 here instead of this place. Sorry for that. Okay, so like this. So I'm going to escape that, and I am going to quit and save. So let's see if that works. So you can see it works fine. So we have our Habaton school here. We still have an Habaton from the points school. You can see that, and we still have another Habaton school like that continuously up to 3 times. Then finally we have Habaton. So if you can look at this output we have here, you can see is similar to the one we have here, Habaton schools and Habaton schools, then Habaton schools, then finally we have the Habaton printed on the screen. So that's that. So that is for the first method or the first approach. So So there's another way you can do it, but this other way is kind of much, so I'm just gonna remove this line of code. So I'll come to this place. So I don't think we use more than, we just use 4 lines, or we're asked to use a maximum of, so that's okay, but your code should not be more than 5, and that's still cool if you do that. So now what are we doing here? I'm still going to use a print here so that we'll be able to print stuff on the screen. So in doing that, we're going to start with str. Okay, we're not starting with str. We're just going to put the string inside the curly braces, so like this. Then we'll put the stuff like this. You can put this, you can put this, so just like that, 3. So they're joined together. You might decide to insert some stuff inside it, like the string stuff we have here, or you might decide to leave it like this. So you can add your format stuff doing dot format. Okay, so inside it I can just insert str comma str comma str, just like that. You can see what I'm doing. So actually I might decide to put some stuff like column s for string, but it's not necessary. Like this, it works fine without that. So I'm just gonna escape that, and I'm gonna quit and save that. So let me see if that works too. You can see it also works the same way. We still have Haberton schools here, Haberton schools, Haberton schools, and we are good. So you can do it whichever way, they'll still get the same output. I can still come up and remove this. Okay, let me leave that like that. Then let me come over to this place. I can remove this and decide to use this. Then I can use a format like this. Then I can come here and insert something like this. You can still decide to put your column s to show that you are putting string, or you might decide to leave it empty like this. There is no issue with that, all is still fine. So you can come inside here and put your str, then your box, then inside it you can put your column 9, just like that. I think that is good. We are good to go. So if we do this and run this, let's see. You see, we still have the same output. So let me clear the screen. Okay, so let's run that again. You can see we still have the same output, which is Haberton schools, Haberton schools, Haberton schools. Then finally we have Haberton printed here on the screen. So you can see this is one of the perfect way we can approach this. We still have another way again, because if you watch our previous this thing, you should be able to get used to all this stuff we are doing here. So I might decide to come in and remove this. I might want to remove this stuff here, sorry. So I can remove all of this like this, then come inside here and remove this, come here and add our F string there. Then we can come inside this to put our coily braces inside, just like that, and we can just insert our string. So I think these also work. Let me see that. You come here, I'm just guessing if this works too. Like that. So so it still works too. You see, we still have the same output. So I've come with different approaches in solving the same problem. So please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you do that. Smash the like button and share to friends. Please don't watch this alone. Let others also be benefit from this opportunity we're sharing together. Please, thanks for staying with me, and watch out for the next one, part 6 of this course under 0x00 Python